If you're looking to have a quick and easy declutter but with a really high impact, then you've come to the right place. I'm going to take you along with me and share with you some of my top tips for this super simple but effective decluttering method. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you for joining me for this decluttering video. I hope you will declutter along with me at the same time, and to do that, all you need is some sort of container, box, bag, anything that you can put your decluttered items in that's easy to carry and that you can just run around the house with. So let's start over in one end of the house. So my first tip is to begin with your container at one end of the house. We are not stopping, we are not going backwards, we are going to start in one room and we are going to work our way through the house. If you didn't declutter an item in the first instance, maybe it means that you're not quite ready to let it go. And don't forget, at the end you can always do a quick sweep around if anything else did come to mind, but in this declutter, we are going to be looking everywhere. So I'm starting in my utility room, which is at the far end of my house. I say far end like my house is huge. It's not. Our downstairs is the downstairs loo, utility, kitchen, and living room. That's it. So it sort of sweeps around for us, which is quite nice. But start at one end of your home and gradually work your way through it. I know there's nothing in our downstairs loo because that room is very functional. The only decorative item in there is a canvas on the wall, and that will be staying. So I'm going to start off in my cupboards. Now these cupboards, they are messy. These are the cleaning supply cupboards. And straight away I can see that I have got these two sponges. These came with a water bottle I bought. They're designed for cleaning it, but I don't think I'll use them. I have my own ways of cleaning things, so these can be decluttered. And for me, actually, that is it for this room. So I don't anticipate this being a huge declutter for me, hence why I've only brought quite a small container, because I, generally speaking, keep on top of my decluttering. But if you're a new starter with the decluttering process, this might be quite a big first declutter for you. So let's move it on into the kitchen. The great thing about this method is that it can suit anyone. So if you're brand new to decluttering and you don't know where to start, or the idea of decluttering an entire room and getting everything out seems really, really overwhelming for you, then this is a much simpler and straightforward method that is really quick and easy, and it might help you to get the ball rolling. Whereas if you are a more experienced declutterer and you just need a way to maintain your clutter-free space and keeping on top of things, then this is also a really good method just to whip around your house and see if there's anything that you actually don't need anymore and it's time to let go of. I'm going to begin by getting rid of these two glass mugs. I don't actually use them. I thought, as someone who was trying to go for a bit more of a minimal aesthetic, I thought I would use these a little bit more, but they're really not my favourites, so I'm going to let these go. Another mug. Two plastic straws, a spare glass jar I was keeping in case I needed it for storage, but it's been in there for a couple of weeks now and not being used. And then just our table salt and pepper pots. We don't actually have salt and pepper on our dinner table when we eat because we don't add salt and pepper to our food afterwards. I use a little of it in cooking, but I don't reach for these. I reach for the actual containers. It comes in when I buy it from the store, so these can go. Onwards to the living room. One thing to bear in mind with a decluttering method like this is not the time to be deciding whether or not to part with your sentimental items. This is a quick and easy declutter. This is popping around your house and deciding those really, really obvious standout things that you know you don't use, you're not sentimentally attached to, and you're happy for them to just be let go. Remember to check every cupboard, every bookshelf, anywhere where you might be hiding clutter that you don't need. One stop for me is always the DVD cupboard. As you may know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I struggle to let go of some of my DVDs. So every now and then I do like to do a quick sweep of that cupboard just to have a quick browse through and see if there are any usually individual movies that I feel like I can let go of. And today I have pulled out 6 that I'm going to add to the basket. If you're new to decluttering, you will start to realise that the more you use this method, the quicker it will be to do a through the house declutter. And if you do it regularly, you will be able to keep on top of your clutter. I like to do this probably once a month if I've not already done a focused declutter somewhere else in my house, like a room or a particular cupboard or closet. Basket's already getting quite full. I recently did a living room declutter, so there's not very much in here for me to declutter today, so I'm going to head on upstairs to my bedroom next. Now, if you ask me, closets are one of the worst because we tend to hide things up there in the back and in other storage containers, which means we often forget what's up there, and especially when you've got something that's high up and you have to stand on a stool, as I'm doing right now, we don't necessarily always get back in there and declutter what's in there. I am terrible for this because I have 3 under the bed storage boxes, which used to be under the bed, but when we decluttered this space and made more space in here, we preferred to have the under the bed storage boxes up here because you can't see them, whereas when they were under the bed you could just see the edges of them slightly. But now everything is in storage containers, it takes a lot more effort to go through them. So my suggestion with closets is just give them a little bit more of your time. This doesn't need to be a really thorough declutter, but do just have a quick look. So from in here, I will be decluttering a blanket, a belt, a sort of beach dress that you wear over a swimsuit, an old bikini bag, and this is my school t-shirt from year 6, and when we were at school and we finished school, we were allowed to get our t-shirts signed and people basically wrote all over you, but I don't feel the need to keep this anymore, so this can also go. Onwards to the bathroom. It is a massive pain to try and get my filming lights into our tiny bathroom, which is a very dark room anyway, so I thought I'd just bring everything that I got from the bathroom into here. So I've got this tiny little bath bomb in the shape of a cupcake. I don't take baths, I take showers, so this has been sat on the side of my bath for months now, and I just don't think it's going to get used, so it might as well go. I have then just got one of these spray bottles. I have a set of 3 of these, and I rarely use just one of them. So I found this one, I'd forgotten it was even in my bathroom. I don't even know what's in it. It might have been a scented room spray that I made with essential oils, but it's probably not at its best now, so I'm just going to let that one go. I've then got 9 contact lens cases, and these weren't all the ones I have. I have kept 1 packet. I get sent these every month with my contact lenses, and I don't always wear my contact lenses every single day, and so I don't necessarily use as many cases as they send me, so I have got quite a few extra. I also didn't wear my contact lenses throughout most of lockdown, so that's how a few of these have been allowed to build up. So I'm going to get rid of 9, and then just an old wash bag. This was a really cheap one. I did like it because it was very big, and I used to take a lot of toiletries away with me if ever we went on holiday. But my husband was gifted a set for Christmas that came in this lovely, really high quality wash bag. So we've kept that one and we're going to use that one, and this really cheap one can go now. The basket is now overflowing. I'm struggling to fit things in. I underestimated this. I didn't think I would find very much to declutter, but I've found a little bit. So let's squeeze everything in as best we can. But we are now into the final room, which is the office. Now, for this part of the house, I would not suggest you go into a serious deep dive. We can keep our papers, paperwork filing systems in our office. I would save that for another day. Deal with your paper clutter and your filing and your shredding another day, because that can be a big job. Remember, this is supposed to be really quick and easy, just a whip around the house. So run through your desk drawers, have a quick look in any closets or cupboards, but don't make this a really laborious process. Just grab what you see that you know is a really easy declutter, and don't fixate too much on those longer tasks that you might find in decluttering in your office. So in the office I found my small tripod, which I was going to repair, but sadly I don't have the means to, and one of the legs snapped off it. I found a little packet of screwdrivers. I think they're the sort you get in Christmas crackers. I have fully functioning normal screwdrivers, so I don't need these. I found a workout DVD, a tie thingy, but I don't know what it's for or what it came with, a little pack of speech bubble post-it notes. I have loads of post-it notes and I never reach for these speech bubble ones, and a pack of those cable tidy things that you remove the peely sticker and they stick to the back of your desk or your cupboards or whatever it is, to keep your cables all neat and tidy. These ones were not particularly good quality, they didn't stick for very long, and so they didn't really serve a very good purpose, so they can go as well. So I'm all done. I've got my overflowing basket of items for this declutter. I'm just going to count them up and see how many items are actually in here. Counting this as one. Grand total of 39 items. So for what was a really quick whiz around the house, that's actually not bad going. 39 items decluttered. And as I've already mentioned, I do tend to keep on top of the clutter in my house, so I wasn't expecting there to be loads, but actually we filled the basket and it overflowed. If you decided to do this declutter at the same time as me, or if you're going to do it now that you've seen this video, let me know in the comments how many items you managed to declutter and how long it took you. That is all for this video. I hope you found it useful. I hope you are able to implement this sort of speedy decluttering process in your own homes. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye.